Alright everybody, so here we have lunch. I went with the Mexican tuna with pasta. We'll try the tropical trail mix. We'll do the fruit biscuits because I was a little bit confused on where to put them, so they're here. And then the fruit flavored energy drink powder. I did also notice on here, so this is peach iced tea. And I was a little confused by the instructions because the instructions say add contents of satchel to 500 milliliters of hot water and mix till dissolved. I'm not interested in in adding this to hot water. That just sort of seems gross. Also had other things on here. So apparently there's also a lime flavored and a strawberry flavored energy drink powder. So okie dokie. We're going with cold water though. I'm pushing back against the instructions. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start plating this stuff. Now this one I wasn't 100% sure on heating or not, but you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and heat it. So I'm gonna drop this in hot water, and then we'll start plating up everything else. All right, so we're ready to go here. Start getting our stuff out of our packages. Okay. Guess I could if I wanted to send the contents flying. I guess we'll just cut it. Okay, well. Oh yeah. Looks like a good little mix. Nice. Oh, and it's everywhere. Yeah, very cool. Got a lot of good stuff in there. Definitely a little bit better than the standard mixes you'll find in MREs. A lot more variety in that. Open our biscuits up here. Fruit biscuits. Oh, jeez. And they're kind of in shambles. Not too bad. Got a couple complete ones here. We'll put a few out on the tray. Yeah, they smell, definitely smell kind of like a cinnamon oatmeal raisin cookie. Oatmeal raisin cookie, that's what I'm thinking about. Let's go ahead and mix up my drink real quick. Again, going against the grain, guys. Ooh. Woohoo! That's peachy. Goodness. That's got a heck of a peach smell. But you know, the one thing I've noticed is that all the drink powders in the British rations are all super aromatic. You definitely get the smell of what they say it should be, which is good because, you know, we eat with our eyes, but if something doesn't smell good, you sure as heck aren't going to want to eat it. So, smells pretty good. Definitely peachy. Alright, and finally, we've got our Mexican tuna with pasta. Again, this is one I wasn't sure about heating up, but kind of pasta, I figured we should. Alright, yeah, that smells good. Definitely get a nice little smell off of that. Good little portion. So we've got corn, tomatoes, little kidney beans, tuna, pasta. A lot of good stuff in there. Okay, well, let's tear in. Let's get a little bit of this because it sounded pretty darn good. Get a little bean in there too. There we go. Nice big old bite. Mmm. That is really good. Kind of a stew sort of feel to it. Not spicy. Actually has a little bit of sweetness to it. Corn's nice and crunchy. Still, the pasta's not overcooked. Still have a lot of texture. It's not real fishy. You know, tuna tends to be a pretty fishy thing, but it is a little oily. But yeah, a real nice little excuse me, real nice little dish here. I actually really enjoy that. Heck yeah. Let's try a little bit of this fruit biscuit here. Yeah, it's nice. Kind of oatmeal raisin. Texture-wise, it hasn't suffered at all. This ration's only a year old, so I wouldn't expect that, but still nice and crunchy, very fresh. Let's get into our mix here. Try a little bit of everything. Got banana chip, peanuts. Get another raisin for heck of it. Got pineapple, papaya, the whole gambit. We're just gonna shove it all in there, see how it works. Nice and fresh tasting. Not super sweet. One thing about drying fruit is that you bring a lot of that natural sugar that's in there right to the forefront. But this is toned down pretty good. You know, peanuts aren't really salted or anything. Got a nice bit of raisins. The papaya and pineapple are nice in there as well. All things considered, I really do like that mix. That would be a great mix. Try a little bit of our peach iced tea sports drink thing. Pretty refreshing. Yeah, definitely peachy, but not an overwhelming taste. You just get that back end hit of peach. So yeah, guys, altogether, pretty darn good lunch. So we will be back with maybe a little afternoon tea and some dinner. I'm going to go ahead and finish up my lunch. We'll be right back. All right, guys, so here we are back with dinner. A little bit smaller dinner than what I've had in the past in these, but, you know, I don't really eat a lot of big meals anyway, so, you know, this is okay, and we've had a great ration so far, so hopefully you've been enjoying it. So, dinner, we're going to get our pasta bolognese and chocolate pudding and chocolate sauce, and then we'll have our tutti frutti, which is one I haven't tried yet. So I am going to heat both of these. Now, one of the things that I haven't done is the dessert. I really haven't head up, and I've had a few people say, yeah, maybe you should just heat that up. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and heat these up real quick, and then we will be right back. All right, so got everything properly heated. I'm going to go ahead and make my drink up real quick here before we get everything else on the plate. So just reading the package, 500 milliliters cold water. Gotta say, that smells a lot like cough syrup. Kinetic sand, anyone? Whew, there's a lot of powder. Jeez. And again, so typical of a lot of these drinks, they're not using colorants, you know, artificial colors to, you know, bring some sort of special color to these drinks, which is so prevalent in American MRE drinks. This one is not mixing very well. Ah, well. It'll get there. But yeah, this one didn't want to mix too well. Definitely kinetic sanding it all day long there. And interesting smell. We will see. We will see. Alright, so here we go. We've got our pasta. Nice and hot. It's kind of like elbow macaroni. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay. Good portion of that. And then our warm dessert. I'm just following you guys' instructions. A lot of people said to heat up the dessert. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's hot. It's hot. Whew. So chocolatey. Oh, okay, something like that. Something like that. Okay, wow. Another thing that we Americans don't necessarily understand is pudding. When it comes to English puddings, you know, an American pudding is, you know, just a blob of chocolate junk. This actually has like a little, you know, cakey thing in there. So looks good though, very chocolatey, nice and warm. So better stop yakking before everything cools down. Get into our pasta real quick here. This looks to be pretty simple. Pasta, meat, tomatoes. Oh God, it's hot. Oh, yes sir, it's hot. It's very nice. Very simple. You know, it doesn't overwhelm you, but it's properly seasoned. You know, nice and tomatoey. Little bit of beef. Not a big chunk of beef by any means. Just nicely minced, and yeah, pretty tasty. I'm going to open this little bottle of Tabasco here. Watch me cut myself. I'm better than that. You know that, right? Just to give it a little bit of extra. I like the little kick of Tabasco, you know, that it can bring. And oh, wow, that popped the label right off. Dag nabbit. Ah well, I know what it is. So I really haven't used my Tabasco because I really haven't needed to. Okay, well, I might have overdid it. Whatever. Live dangerously, my friends. Okie dokie. Let's see what that does to it. It's like I said, I don't think it needs it. But, you know, I like Tabasco. I like that extra pop. Here we go. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Like the little hint of spice. I will say though, the only thing is the noodles are a little bit mushy. You know, unlike the Mexican tuna pasta, those are still really nice. This is just a little bit mushy, not horrible, but a little mushy. So before I get into dessert, because I want to just keep you waiting, take a little tutti frutti here. It's not cough syrup. Pretty pleasant. Kind of like a kid's drink almost, but not bad. Really not bad. I wasn't super enthusiastic about the smell, but the taste is pretty on point. Alright guys, let's try dessert. Get a little bit of our pudding. God, that's a lot of chocolate. Much better head up. Much better with some heat to it. The pudding itself has a little bit of a, I don't know, texturally, it's not dense. It's kind of actually like an American, you know, Jell-O style pudding, just like really firm. Obviously there's more texture to this than that, but you know, it is kind of reminiscent of pudding, like we would think about it here in America. But you know, not too bad. Chocolate's not super sweet, which I appreciate, because I don't really have a huge sweet tooth. But just kind of like a smothered chocolate cake. So yeah, not too bad, not too bad at all. I really enjoyed this ration. I've got to say the British rations are becoming some of my favorites. I really enjoyed this one. So once again, thank you to Old Smoky. He's the one who made this possible for me. And, you know, thank you to all the subscribers, because, you know, without you guys, I probably wouldn't be doing these videos regularly as I do. So make sure you're hitting the old like button, leaving me some comments so I know how I'm doing, and hit the old subscribe button if you haven't. And I will continue to try and pump out more of these silly little videos for you. Again, thank you so much for stopping by. Y'all have a good rest of your day.